All right, I believe we are live. So welcome everyone to Over 40 Living Epic Lives Facebook group. Thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate you being here. We have an awesome speaker lined up for you today. And before we bring her out, I have some slides I'd like to share with you. And for those of you who are watching, please let us know if you're watching live or on replay. Live or on replay. And for right now, let me know, if you will, if you can hear me and see me. If you can hear me and see me, type a 1 in the chat. Thank you, thank you. All right, so let me share my slides here. All right, so again, welcome everyone to Over 40 Living Epic Lives with myself, Cheryl Broughton. So today, we have the amazing Traci Jeske. She is our special guest. She's coming in all the way from Italy today. You're going to love what she has to say. You're going to love her ideas. Can't wait for you to hear everything that she's going to share with us. And we're going to be telling you more about her in just a moment. So this Fresh Start Summer Series is something I created, being that a few weeks ago or months ago, we were starting to get the mask mandate lifted. Things were starting to go back to normal, and we were all creating new careers, new jobs, new outlooks on life. And that's why this series was created. And now things are starting to change again. So the common theme is it's never too late to start over, and we're constantly going to be adapting and not letting life get the best of us. And that's what each and every one of these speakers, when you hear their stories, you're going to see how they did not let life get the best of them. They overcame obstacles, and it led them to the careers that they have today. So for those of you who are new to me, my name is Cheryl, and I'd like to tell you about myself and this group. So I am an author, speaker, mindset coach, and aerialist, and I am 53 years young. I have been a producer and host of a mind and body fitness TV show, founder of a 7-time award-winning boot camp, and founder of a wellness company. Throughout my life, I have endured everything from mental and physical abuse to being diagnosed with advanced arthritis, losing my career and long-term boyfriend, and more. Starting over in my 50s was one of the most unexpected challenges I've ever endured. And ironically, it has proven to be the best thing to ever happen to me. I specialize in helping women and entrepreneurs over 40 discover where their blocks are, how to rewrite their story, and create the life of their dreams. The methodologies I teach are the very techniques I use to transform my life from feeling like my best years were over to finding my light, writing a book, starting 2 new businesses, and attracting the man of my dreams, and much more. What's my point in telling you this? It's because it's never too late to have your epic encore. And speaking of that, do you know someone who would benefit from being in this group? If you will, take a moment to invite them today. We have exclusive interviews like the one you're about to see. We have mindset hacks. We have a supportive community. These are people in this group who are thriving and want more out of life. And especially, we've got those people who believe it's never too late for an epic encore. So today we have Traci Jeske, director of En Vogue Stylist. She's an internationally certified personal stylist, and she's Italy's style icon and style motivator. Today, she's going to be sharing with us 5 rules every woman over 50 can break. I can't wait for you to hear what she has to say. She's been featured on WBOC, CBS, Fox 43, NBC, ABC, Your California Life, Ticker News Australia, and so much more. She's spoken at various women's summits and events. She has recently been featured in Authority Magazine and Thrive Global Magazine, Hollywood Beauty Magazine, and has 47,000 followers on Instagram. Traci helps women 40 and beyond level up their glamour game to unapologetically create and live their best life, their best and most stylish second act ever. So you're going to love what she has to say. She's so in alignment with what I've been sharing with each and every one of you. So let's get ready to bring her out. And with that said, all right. Yes, Traci, Come on out. And everyone who is here right now, let us know if you're watching live or on replay, and drop a comment down below. Let us know one takeaway, something that's really resonating with you and what Traci is sharing. It lets us know that what we're sharing here in this series this summer is of value to you, and it helps us keep providing quality content for you. All right, so Traci, thank you again so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me, Cheryl. It's so exciting to be here.
Yes, thank you, thank you. So let's start off with, if you will, state your name again and tell us what you do.
Okay, so my name is Traci Jeske. I'm an international personal stylist, and I help women, as you said, 40 and beyond, up-level their glamour game so they can unapologetically live and create their most beautiful and stylish second act ever. I want women to stand out in a crowd, be bold, look and feel absolutely fabulous while doing so. And, I believe that age is just a number, and it should never define how we dress, look, or feel. So there you have it.
I love it. I love it. Brilliant. Everyone's going to love what you have to say in here. Okay, so this group is called Over 40 Living Epic Lives. It's about mindset. We often share stories of each guest of something that they've overcome that led them to where they are today. And it helps when we share stories like this because it gives us hope that, each of us has been somewhere in life. Each of us has been through something. It's when you don't give up and you keep taking one more step and one more step. And when you go after that thing you are in alignment with, everything starts to fall into place. And then life gets much better. So if you will, I know you have such a great story. Can you share with us a couple of the struggles that you've overcome and how it led you to the career that you have today?
Okay. Well, I've had a couple in being 52. Life has not always been smooth and easy, but that's part of who I am today. And it's made me who I am today. And I'm grateful for everything. So, when I was younger, I grew up in a family of six, and I learned very early on that crying in a family was not acceptable. And I was very sensitive. So I was the most sensitive soul. And I thought that being sensitive was something wrong and that no one would love me if I was this sensitive and I would cry easy. So they wouldn't love me for me. And I carried this all throughout my teens growing up. I became very insecure. And as I grew older, around 17, 18, I developed an eating disorder because it seemed to be that food could calm and could nurture me more than anyone else could. And so I began binging and purging. I was in university. It was a very dark period of my life, but I got my first job in retail and I absolutely loved it. I've always loved fashion. I always loved style. I played dress up when I was a little girl all the time. And going into university and getting into retail, I could literally be on the floor for 12 hours. It probably wasn't legal, but I absolutely loved it. So I dropped university. I had my eating disorder. I packed my bags up when I was 22. I moved to Australia. I was there for 4 years. And when I came home to renew my visa, I met the man that would be my husband, and he took me to Italy, and I left Australia, never went back. And coming to Italy, I literally went invisible from one day to the next. And as you can see, I'm a woman who does not want to be invisible and not be heard. And my husband at the time literally had to speak for me. So me being very independent, going around the world, doing things on my own, having to go from one day to the next, having somebody talk for me, speak for me, drive for me, everything. It was like a really big crisis for me. And it was a sink or swim moment. And I loved Italy. I loved him. I didn't want to leave. So I knew I had to do something. And my eating disorder got a lot worse in that moment because I was alone. I was isolated. And those dark voices, those demons came into me more than ever. So I had to use what I knew best to be seen and be heard. And that's where I started to use size, my style. I up-leveled my style game. I started getting noticed. People saw me, and it is so true when they say style is a way to say who you are without saying a word, because it truly does. People started to notice me. They would start to say, hey, who is she? And they would, before nobody would talk to me and no one would try to make an effort of talking in English or whatever. Everybody just spoke in Italian. But in that moment, they would start coming to me, and when women would start speaking in their terrible English, my terrible Italian, and I started to create my tribe. And I realized how powerful it was also for me to get dressed up and be this, create this world for me, this armor for me that protected me and empowered me to go out and get my own and create two successful businesses here. And it actually also is what saved me from my eating disorder, my style. Because, I always knew that if I started to look the part of being sick, I would not be here today. And I always made sure that no matter how awful I felt, no matter how many times I binged and purged that day, every time I walked out the door, I was always dressed up and I always looked good. I made sure not to hide, but it was for me because it was a message I was telling myself that I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And I wasn't going to let those voices, those demons overtake me. And literally at the age of 38, I was so tired of being sick. I had, my son, when he was born 8 years before, he was born severely premature. I could have lost him and I wanted a second child. And there was no way I was going to put another child through what he went through. And I gave it up to God. I literally did. I gave it up to God. I said, take it. I don't want it anymore. And probably in a week, I didn't binge and purge. I never went back. Like
Wow.
literally, I had been in and out of hospitals for years. And in that moment, it's so true. Like it was a miracle and it was a blessing. It was my time. It's something I had to give up. It was just, I was done with it. And it was like that. And so then, going into my 40s, I saw women having the same struggles that I had before. They were feeling invisible. They started feeling like they weren't worthy of being seen because of their age. And I had been through that. I didn't feel like I was worthy. I didn't feel like I should have been seen or heard. So I knew what they were going through and I knew how to help them by using their style. And that's why I started doing what I'm doing now to help women be seen, be heard. I don't want them to be invisible. I don't want them to think that just because they're in their 40s or they're 50, they're not sexy, because they are sexy. They're beautiful. And, it's as I say, age is just a number.
Oh my gosh. Yes, you are singing my song. I love this. I love this. I want to circle back just a little bit to you. Like, as you said, you gave it up to God and it stopped right then. Sometimes in life, we have to get to that breaking point where we're like, this is it. I'm done. I'm done with my story or this issue that I have, and I'm ready to move on in life. And that can be applied to anything that we want to do in life, our careers, marriages, divorces, raising children, everything. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Now, how did that, how did you first get into being this fashion? Now you mentioned you like being in Italy and starting to talk, and then they would start to ask you for advice. So how did that take off?
Well, it took off as a hobby because I had always worked in retail and I wanted to work in retail also in Italy, but because I didn't speak Italian at the time, English wasn't a big thing here in the early 90s and 2000. So I couldn't get a job in retail. So I started this as a hobby. Women would say to me, can you take me shopping? I would really love for you to help me come in my closet, or I would just give suggestions to my friends. And so it was a big hobby. And then I just thought, like I could totally, this is something I should be doing because it just lit me up. I loved it so much. I saw that other women didn't like it as much as I did. I just thought it was normal that women love to go shopping. I could shop till I drop. I can go into closets. I can do all that. And it's very easy for me. But I saw these other women who would say to me, they could cook up a 7-course meal in 2 seconds. And I can't do that. That is like a nightmare for me. So, everybody has their own talent and their own gift. So I realized that this was a gift and I saw the transformation in them. If some woman was going through a divorce and when you're in your 40s or your 50s, generally your husband leaves you for a younger woman. And that can be hard physically and mentally on a woman. So
Yes.
I saw the transformation on them and how it changed them and how it gave them the courage to go out and find the man of their dreams and even start over and create the job of their dreams and start doing, and just by wearing what they loved and walking into being the woman that they dreamt to be. And I always say, when you want to become somebody, how are they dressed? Like, look at your future self. What is she wearing? And I swear to you, 9 times out of 10, when my clients reach that woman that they would want to be, they're wearing what they saw in their future self. And that's happened to me also. I
Yeah.
haven't even me wearing something and I will find myself wearing it on that occasion without even realizing it.
Yes, yes. I love that you are tapping into the mental aspects of how we dress because it does make a world of difference. And like we touched upon a moment ago, as one gets older, females, As we get older, we are used to just becoming invisible and don't want to get used to it. And we are under this impression that as we get older, we get duller, like clothes get darker or duller, and we don't do crazy, wild, fun things with our hair like the young kids do. But why not? You know, life can be unpredictable. And as we see with COVID and so forth, if you didn't start having fun last year, then now's the time to start having fun, start enjoying life, make the most out of everything. Nothing is guaranteed anymore. Nothing was ever guaranteed, but you know, nothing's guaranteed.
We never realized it. And I think we took things too seriously. Now it's time to have fun again. It
Yes.
really is. You know, life can be taken away from us in an instant. And we all knew it, but COVID really made us stop and think. And I think, you know, it's been a tough year, but we're also getting tired of the sweatpants and the PJ thing. It was
Yes.
fun for a while, but now it's like, please stop,
Yes.
you know.
Yes. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. So before we go into the tips that you want to share with us today, I want to share with you, Pat says hello. She's with us live from New York City, and it's great to be here. Awesome. Thank you, Pat. All right. So for those of you who are watching, please let us know again if you're watching live or on replay, and let us know where you're coming in from. And if you will, give us a takeaway, something you're really enjoying about what Traci is sharing with us today. All right, Traci, so you have a really amazing title. When you gave me this title, I was like, yes, everyone's going to love it. So please tell us the title again and start off with your first tip.
Okay, so the 5 rules every woman should break, even over 40. It's not only over 50. And you know, I'm a person that if you give me a rule based on my age or my size, I'm definitely going to break it. Like there's just no way I'm sticking to that rule. So one of the first rules that it really makes me laugh, and I don't know who decided this rule, probably somebody in their 20s, is that we are not to show our knees. We are not supposed to show our knees. We are not supposed to wear skirts above our knees, mini skirts, none of that. So, you know, my next question is, can we wear bathing suits? Because if you wear a bathing suit, you're going to show your knees. So this is something that I'm the first one to tell you, you know, even like, do you look at women's knees when they're walking down the street? Like I literally do not look at women's knees, you know, so I don't even know why there is this rule. So this is the first must that I would tell every woman. If you love your knees, if you love your body, you show whatever part of it is that you want to show off and go for it and just rock it. Now, the only suggestion that I can say to you is watch your proportions. So if you are going to wear a short skirt, then you want to wear something longer up top. So you want to make sure that you don't have a killer décolleté or you don't have, you know, sleeveless top. So just balance it out. Vice versa. If you're going to wear something that's, you know, a very profound V-neck, you're sleeveless, then wear something a little bit longer on the bottom. It's about proportion. It doesn't mean you can or you can't.
Yes.
That is my rule number 1. Number 2 is hair. Now, there is this myth that we cannot go gray, that it's like if you go gray, you're going to look older. And it's absolutely the opposite. It's just a matter of understanding what colors to wear with your gray hair. But gray can actually be flattering and make you look younger than pushing some horrible yellow menopause color. And you have to be really careful when you color your hair blonde, because there is this yellowy color that if it isn't right for your skin, you will look older. So, you know, and also they say, you know, we're not supposed to color our hair, have fun colors. Why not? Look at me. I'm like, give me pink, give me purple. It's my accessory. Like I could not have colored hair now.
Yes.
So if you want to go gray, if you want gray or pink, whatever it is, go and have fun with your hair. You don't have to worry about it. The only thing I would say is that some women, as they age, they don't go to the hairdressers as much. Your hair is just important as your skin and your clothing. You have to have it cured. You have to take care of it. Go every so often, get it cut, get it trimmed. I know that there are a lot of women who get stuck in the 80s. Do something with your hair, because your hair can age you and it can make you look younger, or just the age. You don't have to look younger, just look the age you are. The next one is color also for your clothing. Like you said, it's like we have to wear darker colors. We have to be invisible. Well, dark colors will do the opposite. Dark will actually be very severe and very harsh on you. And unless it's a total black tie event, I would not wear all black when I'm over 50. That is like a really harsh color and it's very tiring. Black will tire you at any age. So if it's not the right color for you, if it's too much of a contrast for your skin tone and your eyes, you will literally wear all black and be exhausted by the end of the day. So add colors. Your skin gets duller as we age. We all need to get color somewhere. So if it's not from your hair like me, it's got to be something that you're wearing. So always add color somewhere in your makeup, whatever it is. And this is another thing, makeup. They tell us we can't wear eyeshadow, we can't wear glittery eyeshadow. If we look at our wonderful Maddie Sparkles, how awesome does she look with her glitter? I can't imagine her without. It would just be like she was, I don't know, wouldn't be the same woman. So you can wear whatever makeup you want. You can wear sparkles. You know, it's all about what you want and who you want to show up as. So if you love sparkles, you love glitter like me, you put it on. The
Yes.
next one is we have to dress for comfort when we're in our 40s. So that means we cannot wear heels. We have to wear only Keds, and you can't have funky shoes and funky accessories. That is so wrong. Fashion is not uncomfortable. What's uncomfortable is when you buy a shoe that is too small for you. Obviously, if I'm going to be walking all day, I'm not going to wear a 14-centimeter heel. You know, obviously it's just logic, but you don't have to be uncomfortable to be in style. Style is not uncomfortable. Always go for what fits you. I know we have this thing that we want to fit into that size 6 because we fit into it in our 30s. So if we're a size 8 or a size 10 or a size 12, then we're not the woman we used to be and we're less than what we are. Size is like your age. Wear whatever size fits you and is comfortable for you. And every type of shop has different sizes. So what Zara's size 6 is not going to be the same as, you know, whatever it is, whatever shop you're in, or Nordstrom's, whatever brand it is, they're all different. So don't even look at the size, just understand that it has to fit you. Because if it doesn't, you're going to get the bulge in your back. It doesn't matter how skinny you are. Even if, like with me, if I wear a top that's too tight, you can see it. So the rule is, break them all, but make sure that you know that you love it and you feel good. There's nothing that you can't do in fashion. Fashion should be fun. It shouldn't be, you know, and when I was looking, as I was aging, I just saw all these women, all you could wear were khaki pants and white shirts. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you love it, that's fine. I have them in my wardrobe too, but there's so much more we can wear. And there's just, you know, knowing it and understanding that be who you are and be who you want to be. Create a style board, get that vision up for you. It's all about vision. Your style is a vision. It's a vision of who you want to be. We do vision boards for what we want to do in our future, what we want to attract, what we want to create. Also a style board will do the same thing for you. So get those looks that you love and that you would like to dress up as, put them on a style board, envision them, breathe it in, do all of that, and you will eventually find those pieces in your wardrobe.
Wow. Wow. That was awesome.
I could go on forever. I could like keep going.
I can tell this is your thing. You are so good at this. For those of you who are watching, let us know a takeaway, if you will, something you're really enjoying about what Traci is saying. I am totally loving the part where you're talking about color. I tend to, when I wear black, it never hit me that I do feel like a little tired. And when I wear color, it seems to brighten my mood, and I get people saying, wow, that's a good color. And I think as one gets older, and again, I'll go back to females especially, it's almost like sometimes we don't want to call attention to ourselves, so we want to wear muted colors, but that bright color always makes us feel better. It's funny how we do that. Yeah.
And right now, I think with COVID, the big thing that I'm also talking about now too is the fact of making other people smile. So when you wear something bright and you wear something colorful and fun, other people will see that and they'll start to smile around you. So it's like spreading joy wherever you go through what you're wearing.
Yes, you just hit a hot button for me, because the very first time I saw your photo, it was you in Italy and you're wearing the tall platform.
Rocks.
Yes, and you had the pink hair and the pink outfit, and I just immediately started typing, yes. You instantly boosted my my outlook on life, because I thought, oh, there's someone who's enjoying life. There's a woman that's not letting life get the best of her. And we need more people like you, Traci, and all of us need to join the pink revolution and bold colors and just having fun over 50, because life is not over yet. And let's make the best of these days that we have left. And if we can spread a little sunshine during these, different times, I know it can make the world a little better place. Yeah. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So you mentioned vision board, and we're going to wrap it up here in just a moment. Before I show your slides, let's talk about the vision board. That's a great idea. So how would someone get started? Would that be the first step? Like if someone says, okay, today's the day, I'm going to start changing my wardrobe little by little.
Yep.
We're not expecting everyone to go out and change their whole wardrobe, but what are the first steps that you would suggest?
Find the 3 people that inspire you, their style that inspires you. So for example, for me, I love Kris Jenner because she's a badass. She's a mom. You can love her or hate her, but she created an empire for her kids. And I love her killer style. You can think about maybe even J-Lo. Look how J-Lo dresses at 50, like she has such a, and get inspiration from these women, because who you are attracted to, you have things in common with that woman. Those are things that she has, what you have inside of you, and you could possibly even be bigger and better than she is. So look at that and get inspiration from them and cut out pictures. I know some people like to put things on their phone and create it, but I'm very much, I need glue and scissors and I cut it out. So get inspiration from them. You don't have to buy the Dior dress. You don't have to go into Gucci. It is nothing about labels. Good style is not labels. It's about confidence. So it can be at Zara, it can be H&M. I just want it to be sustainable. That's the only thing I would ask. And those, they do have sustainable now in Zara and H&M. But whatever it is, go out, put them on your style board and envision them and get ideas and inspiration and make it your own. You don't copy, but you make it your own. But that's a really good place to start. The colors that you are attracted to, the colors that we love the most are generally the colors that are right for us.
Yes.
I do not like burgundy and I don't like greens. So I'm definitely not a person that is into that. They call it a fall colors season, but I'm not into that. But like that would not be my colors thing.
Yes.
So those are definitely what you are attracted to is what usually is right for you. And just trust your gut on this. But yes, style board is the best place to start.
I love it. I love that. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So I'm going to now share our slides. Oh, let's see. Oh, Alba says, hello from Hawaii, listening live. Oh, thank you, Alba. She's listening all the way from Hawaii. She actually lives in California, but she's on vacation in Hawaii.
Oh, it's my favorite place in the world. That's where I want to live. That and California.
Yes, yes, yes.
Aloha.
Aloha. Yes. Hi, Alba. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Pat, one of Pat's takeaways says, size doesn't matter, wear what fits. Yes, add color. I have too many blacks hair. Been contemplating going gray. Lots of goodies here. Thank you. Yes. So she's really loving this. Let's see. David says he's watching from parts unknown. And Pat says she used to live in Hawaii. That's right. I remember that, Pat. Very good. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to go share the slides. And then when we come back, you can add any closing statements that you like, Traci. All right. Okay, so thank you everyone for being here today. We really appreciate it. Again, let us know a takeaway, something you've really enjoyed from this talk. And now I'd love to tell you how you can get in touch with Traci. And look at her over here. I mean, look, I love this jacket, the purse, the shoes, everything, the earrings. She's got it going on. Okay, so she has a special giveaway. There's something that you can sign up for, and we'll have her explain it when she comes back. And also, she has a retreat in Italy that I would love for her to tell us all about. And if don't worry about typing this in or trying to remember this. I will put this in the comment section so each and every one of you can get a hold of Traci. And let's say you forget this address today. Later on, you can always go to CherylBroughton.com/guest And I will have a running tally of all of our guests that have been here throughout the summer, and you can get all their contact info. So we will learn more from Traci when she comes back. And for those of you who would like to get a copy of my book, Your Epic Encore, you can go to CherylBroughton.com or you can go to Amazon, and I have the digital version on special right now for $1.99. All right. So now, again, let us know if you're watching live or on replay, and give us one takeaway.
So one takeaway that I would love to say is never underestimate a good outfit on a bad day. So, you know, a lot of people think that style is frivolous, it's superficial, but it's so not. It goes so much more than that. It's much deeper, and really it can flip your day around. If you start the day off frumpy and grumpy, you're going to work that into your wardrobe. So you want to really make sure that you step back and say, how do I want to show up today in the world? Who do I want to, you know, who do I want to help today? And who do I want to make smile? And choose your outfits according to that. So empower yourself through what you wear, and make sure you look fabulous and feel fabulous every time you walk out that door.
I love that. I love that. Thank you. Okay, so now tell us about when we go to that link, where is it going to take us? What are you doing for us today?
That is my ebook. So it's the 10 must-haves in your wardrobe. So if you're trying to figure out those 10 pieces that you must have, this is a really great start. And maybe you already have them in your wardrobe because you want to start from the capsule and work your way out. You do not need 2,000 things in your wardrobe. You don't need 200 pairs of Jimmy Choos. I know it can be very dramatic, but you actually don't. Less is more also in your wardrobe. So get these 10 must-haves, and then you build your wardrobe from there. It's a really great place to start.
I love it. And I just shared it in the comment section, and I'll do it again once we end. Now, you also have a retreat coming up in Italy. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So I just thought, you know, I got a lot of questions, a lot of feedback from women saying, Traci, we want to come visit. We want you to do something like this. So I chose one of the most sought after, beautiful, exotic places in the world on the Amalfi Coast. It's 5 days. We will be shopping. You will have me 24 hours, not 24, I'm not going to do that much, but you know what? You will have me for these days for your styling needs. I will be going over body silhouettes, color, everything. And we will be going into shops. You have me. We're going to learn how to make an authentic Neapolitan pizza. There's a day on Capri, you know, Jackie's O's favorite holiday place. And we will be doing a photo shoot. I'm having my photographer from Dubai come in, and you're going to show off all those glam. You're going to be bold, and you're going to be you're going to be under the spotlight. You're going to be like paparazzi filming you on Capri, and you're going to get a private boat tour of the island. And it really is to have women connecting with women and getting away, because it's been so long. We've been closed inside for so long. So I would just love to have it's for 8 women only. It's almost sold out. So if you're interested, contact me, and I would love to have you come.
Oh gosh, yes, I love it. I know they're going to want to hear more about that. So I'll put any links that you want to share with me.
Okay.
Actually, after this is over with, you can put those links in the chat if you like. Maddie says hello, and it's awesome to hear you. She's so happy to be here. And then also Alba says back to Hawaii. It's her first trip since last year. It's so beautiful. She just turned 50 and she loves black, but decided to wear color for her trip.
Yeah.
This is perfect timing. I will definitely be adding more. I actually tie-dyed some shirts for us to wear too, and I'm now loving turquoise. That's awesome, Alba. Yes.
I was supposed to go to Hawaii for my mom's 90th. It's her favorite place, but of COVID, you know, but we'll get there.
Yes, we will all get there. Yes, awesome. Okay, well, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for your comments. And for those of you who are going to be watching this on replay, please do the same thing. Let us know a takeaway, something you really enjoyed. And please go out and check out Traci's 10, what is it called? The 10 must-haves?
Must-haves, yes.
Cool, the 10 must-haves. Excellent. Oh my gosh, you've been a wealth of information. I have thoroughly enjoyed this. I hope this lifts everyone's spirits, even the men who are watching for their wives and their girlfriends and so forth. And maybe those that are younger, thinking of their parents and giving them incentives and something to look forward to. So thank you again, Traci. We really appreciate you coming all the way from Italy. We really appreciate it. And so with no further ado, I'll go ahead and wrap this interview up by saying, everyone, whatever you do, never ever forget, it's never too late for your epic encore. Take care, everyone.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, bye.